Welcome everyone. My name is Strose Hill and I'll be conducting the presentation tonight. We're going to be talking about an awesome opportunity. But before I begin, I want to tell you our team name. Our team name is called the S.M.A.R.T Evolution. The 2 actually stands for 2 companies that work together. SMART stands for saving money always requires training. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with it too. And the evolution is about what we're going to have to do to change our whole financial picture. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people always ask me, what's that R back there? Well, the R is for revolution, because that's what's going to be required for some people to change, because until they knock on your door and tell you that we might be taking your stuff, that's when people get real serious, but we hope it doesn't require that for you. Now, I'm going to ask you a quick question. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to be debt-free and financially independent? Y'all talk to me.
10.
10, so it's really important. 12, okay. See, ladies and gentlemen, if that number is not high enough, you probably won't change what's necessary to get a different outcome when it comes to your finances. So we want to make sure you understand that. And the evolution will be monetized. That's what it's all about. So let's talk about who we are again. See, the S.M.A.R.T Evolution is about 2 companies, one being the Legacy Financial Group. That's our firm. I'm the CEO and founder of the Legacy Financial Group, and we are a fully licensed firm. That means we are licensed to help people with income protection. We show people how to protect their income for the future. We are able to help people with rollover in their monies for retirement, legal services, debt management, health insurance. We do it all. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see a lot of the companies that we represent. A lot of these companies you guys probably have heard of before. But tonight we're going to be focusing on what we call myEcon. myEcon is our educational portal, and through myEcon we're able to give people information that can help them with their finances so that they'll be better prepared to make those decisions in the future. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have also written a book called Living in the Overflow. And the purpose of this book is to help people with their finances, especially those in the body. Because I teach people what is called the give, invest, live principle. And what that actually does is make sure that people understand that we are here to give, then we're supposed to take our money and invest it, and then we're supposed to live off the rest. And if we do that, we can definitely have a bright future when it comes to our finances. So if you're interested in that, you can simply go to S.M.A.R.T Evolution and you can order that online, and we'll get that right out to you. So, let's talk about one other thing that's important. Right now we have a conference that's coming up in October. Who's planning on being there?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all should all be registered. If you're not, don't say nothing right now. But anyway, guess what, folks? This conference is going to change people's lives, because we actually come in on a Friday and we teach the GIL program. We're going to teach a lot of folks about how to get their taxes in line, because we got a tax expert there, and we also have someone that's going to be teaching how to actually make sure that your credit is straight and how to get it straight. So we got a lot of information. We're going to do that on Friday, and then Saturday is a full packed day of all the things that we teach people in myEcon. So get registered for that. The early bird special is on right now. Now, myEcon is actually short for My Economy. Everybody do like this. Whose economy? My economy. See, folks, who's the best person to take care of you?
Me.
You are. See, no one else is going to run up in your house and take care of you better than you should. That's your responsibility. So that's what myEcon is all about. myEcon is the personal financial success company, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, what is personal financial success? Personal financial success is simply having enough cash flow to support your lifestyle during your working years, and to have enough cash flow during your retirement years so that you don't have to work. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is during your working years, you're going to start acquiring a lot of stuff. Things like homes, cars. You're going to want to travel, take exotic vacations. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Would y'all agree there's nothing wrong with that?
No.
However, during those working years, you must also be putting money into assets that you have anticipation of making you money when you're no longer working. So we call it cash. You get you some cash, put it into an asset with the expectations of it making you some more what? Cash. But you can't wait till you're ready to retire and to start saving and investing money. You got to do that during your working years. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to teach people how to do that. Now, when we talk about obtaining financial success, most people I know need more cash flow and better strategies. You see, if you have more cash flow with the same bad habits, you're going to be just as what? Broke. You need more cash flow with better financial strategies. And we're going to teach you what is called income shifting. Most people never heard of it, but we're going to show you how to shift income from bad situations, put it in better situations that help improve your financial situation. So tonight you're going to be offered what is called an income shifting membership to help you with that. And we're going to teach you how to use that income shifting membership to build business income. Because you're going to find out tonight that when you own a business in America, this is how you're able to take advantage of all the tax laws and get deductions. So let's take a look at this. Strategies for your financial success. Let's take a look at 5 cash flow streams that can help you get your house in order. First, we're going to teach people how to correct their tax withholdings. How many of y'all, when you first got your paycheck and you saw somebody took money out of it before you even got to cash the check, how many of y'all like that? You jumped on it and said, "Woo, I'm so glad that happened." Well, we're going to show you how to get your money back, America. Then we're going to take you through our smart credit system. This is where we're going to show you how to fix your credit if it needs fixing. Okay? Now, if you don't have a 750 and above, you need to work on your credit. Because if you got a 750 and above, folks, you're going to get the best interest rates on your car loans, the best interest rates on your mortgage, the best interest rates on your credit cards. That's going to save you a lot of money. And then we're going to shift that money into something more positive. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to show you how to minimize your taxes via what we call our cash flow management system. We have a device that actually tracks your deductions so that when it's time to get those deductions off your taxes, it's not a problem. The whole goal is to also be able to eliminate your debt. I always tell people, if you don't have a plan to eliminate your debt, you obviously have a plan to stay in it. And that's not good. And of course, once you have your debt taken care of, you have more money to put where? In investments. But you know, if you don't take time to get educated about investments, people are scared. You know, they're scared to put money places that they don't understand. So they just do what they've been taught to do all their life, is put it in the bank and currently make nothing. So we're going to do all of these things with the clients that we work with. So let's get started with the first one, correcting tax withholdings. Now when we talk about correcting tax withholding, this is like the first part of income shifting. We found out that the IRS said that 80% of the population has too much money taken out of their paycheck for taxes. Would y'all believe that? Yep. All right, so that's a problem. And when they do that, folks, you are losing money because you're not getting no return on your investment when they take that money out your paycheck. So we want you to understand that when you allow someone to hold your money for 18 months and then you have to fill out some forms, hopefully get some back, if they gave it back to you, they paid you absolutely nothing for the use of your money. No one would make a loan to anybody like that, but you do that when you get a refund. So we're going to show you how to correct your tax withholdings to maximize your take-home pay. All right? Then we're going to use that pay that you were used to not having, and we're going to do some positive things with it. We're going to do things like show you how to eliminate your debt. Y'all did say that was important, right?
Yes.
We can also show you how to take that money and put it into investments so you can get a better rate of return on your money. Or we can show you how to do them both simultaneously. See, folks, that would change most people's lives. So when we show them how to make those changes to their tax form, that traditionally frees up an extra $300 to $600 depending on how much money was currently being taken. Or could be more, could be less. And there's some extra money for you right there. Not only that, we're also going to take it another step and show you how to reduce your expenses so you can take money that you're already spending and put it to a better use. So let's see how that works for you. All right? Now, we also realize that while we're doing that, we need to get our credit straight. Would y'all agree with that? Mm-hmm. So we're going to show you how to repair your credit so you understand what got it messed up in the first place. See, there are companies out there that say they can fix your credit, and even if they fixed it but you didn't change those bad habits, guess who's going to have bad credit down the road? You, because you didn't change anything. So if you get in there, we're going to show you how to repair it, then we're going to show you how to build new credit, and then we're going to make sure you understand what it takes to maintain it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
See, folks, it's nice when you can walk into a place and you don't have to pull out your cash. I call it opium. All right? That's not a drug. It stands for other people's money. All right? That's what I do. I use other people's money to do things so I can keep my own working for me. And we're going to teach you how to do the same thing. Now, when we talk about minimizing your taxes by utilizing what is called our cash flow management system, this is important because this is the discipline part that most people don't want to do. See, if you're going to take a deduction, it needs to be properly documented. All right? If it's not properly documented and you were to get audited and you cannot justify it, they disallow it, and then people say this doesn't work. It does work, but you got to properly document it. But let's see what are some of the things that causes you to actually save money. See, when you make a decision to be in business for yourself, you can actually take your home or your apartment and write off the cost of your rent or your mortgage. See, if you run a business out of your home, that makes the percentage of your rent and your mortgage tax deductible. Y'all think people need to take that deduction? Most definitely. And how about your car and truck? If you utilize that for business, that means you're going to learn how to drive your, put miles in your car for business. The IRS says right now that you can write off 54.5 cents per mile. So if you drove 10,000 miles, ladies and gentlemen, in a year for business, that's a $5,450 tax deduction. Who can afford not to take that? You know, when you talk to your friends, no, I don't need that one. You know, they all need it. And that's why we talk to people and share information. Your communication devices, your smartphone, your Wi-Fi, your cable, all those things when used for business is tax deductible, along with your travel. See, we're going to teach you how to make all of your travel business travel. You shouldn't go anywhere and not make it business. All you got to do is call someone ahead of time and say, well, when I get there, I want to talk to you about business. Talk to them about business, then vacate. Now that was a business trip. So you can write off your plane ticket, your train ticket, your bus, your parking fees, your tolls, your Ubers and your Lyfts. All those things are tax deductible. And they can be very expensive. But you know what? If you can write them off, we'll take it. There's an extra $3,500 we just saved you. How about travel meals? You see, when you're on a business trip, your meals are tax deductible. Your lodging is tax deductible. Your tips, when you tip people, that's tax deductible. So why would a person not want to do that? In most cases, they don't know. And that's why we share information to people who want to improve their situation. And last but not least is this one here. Folks, have y'all ever seen children out there running around? Have some yourself and know what they look like? Guess what? If you have a child and you're in business, the IRS said instead of giving them an allowance which is not tax deductible, you can do what? You can pay them. But you can't pay them if you don't have a business. But if you have a business, you can pay a child with the same money you would have spent on them anyway, and guess what happens? You can write off your taxable income. Currently, they say you can pay a child up to $12,000 a year per child. Now think about that. So what that means is if that child is under 18 years of age, you can pay them, and it's 100% tax-free for the child, and it's 100% tax deductible for everyone else, for you business owners. So to keep the math simple, if I have two children and pay them $10,000 each, that's a $20,000 deduction. So if I add up all the deductions of all the things that we just talked about, that's $35,000, ladies and gentlemen, that you get to subtract from your taxable income. So if you made $50,000 and wrote off $35,000, you're only paying taxes on what? $15,000. Now which one are you going to pay less taxes on, $15,000 or $50,000? All right. So again, when we're talking to people, we should be talking to people who want better. And if you want better, you can do better. So here's how it works. So now let's talk about some of those reducing expenses. Let's talk about your wants versus your needs. How many of y'all know that when you have wants and needs, they can overpower each other? You know, I want a Lamborghini, but I need a car. Okay, reliable transportation. So when we talk about our wants versus our needs, if you take a look at this chart, this person has a lot of things that they spend money on. Now, within doing that, that's what's going out the door. So we come along, we say, look here, suppose we can show you how to minimize, cut your cell bill, stop eating out less, pay less on your automobile insurance. How about your cable TV? You see, how about that? So, of course, if we can show them how to save money, guess what happens? We just save this person $300. Now, with that $300, that's money that they already had that they could do what? Shift and put it somewhere else. Okay? So now, we shift the money and we can do some awesome things with it. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay? So now, let's take it even further. Because of all the strategies that we use currently, we were able to free up an extra $300 to $600. We could show you how to make an extra $100 to $200, and we just freed up an extra $300 by reducing your expenses. So that's $1,000. Now, with a strategy, we can take this $1,000 and use it to eliminate our debt. So let's see how that works. We're going to take that $1,000, we're going to put it to that first bill, which is a car payment of $545. Now, instead of sending them $545, we're going to put that extra $1,000 with it, send them $1,545. So now guess what happens? That car payment that would have been paid off in 32 months is paid off in a year. How many of y'all would like to get that done? Okay?
Yes.
All right, but if you didn't know that strategy, you might have wasted that money. Now we got an extra $1,545. We're going to put it with the next bill of $200, and we're going to send them $1,745, and we're going to pay off that $8,000 Visa in 5 months instead of 78 months. Then take the $1,745, put it with the mortgage, send them $2,945, and we get to pay off a 30-year mortgage, ladies and gentlemen, in 68 months. Now you got an extra $2,945. What do you think people should do with that money?
Yes.
Invest. So if we take a look at this scenario, the total debt eliminated was $225,000. The total time that it took to get out of debt was 85 months. We saved ourselves $352,000 for money we didn't spend it because we got out early, and now we got $2,945. So now we need to invest, but see, most people are afraid of investing. So we need to talk about it a little more. So guess what? We take our clients through investment education. See, we got comprehensive training that we utilize on our platform to teach people about investing. We have technology to drive the things that we do, and we use concepts that can help people improve their situation. Like, first of all, how many of y'all ever heard of an emergency fund?
Yes.
How many of you ever had an emergency come up in your life?
Yes.
Has anyone ever had one that cost you some money?
Yes.
See, those are the ones that cause people not to put money into their investments or take money out of their investments. So we're going to take you through concepts that keep you secure, that when you start investing, you're going to feel comfortable doing that. So we're going to give you the strategies to do that. So let's say we took that $2,945 and we invested. If we did nothing more but stuck that in a cookie jar, now I'm not suggesting to do that because that would be a very expensive cookie jar. But if we stuck it in a cookie jar for 12 months, we would have a $35,340 cookie jar in a year. But suppose we took that money and invested it over the next 10 to 15 years. Guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? That money grows to, if we're talking about a modest 8% return, that $2,240 grows to what? $538,000. And in 15 years it grows to $1 million. So the bottom line is here is that now we have a nice nest egg. Now, we should never ever spend our principal. But see, if you didn't get that strategy, you might think, woo, I got $1 million, let's go out and make it, you know, do some crazy things. No, we're going to leave the money alone because you should never ever spend your principal, and we're going to live off the what? The interest that that principal provides us. Folks, that's an extra $4,245 that you get for the rest of your life if you don't touch the $1 million. Then when we die and go to a better place, we get to leave an inheritance for our children's children as opposed to leaving them in debt, poverty, lack, strife, and all those other things. Does that make sense?
Yes.
See, that's what we do. So now, guess what happens? We are going to show people that on our platform, you have the opportunity to have what is called discount products and services. We call this our financial buffet. So when people go to your website, because this is an internet business, they're going to see a lot of things that they have needs for, like the ID Defender. You know, do you think people need to protect their identity?
Yes.
All right, because there's somebody right now trying to steal your identity. Because they're too lazy to go to work and create their own. They're just going to steal yours. So if you were compromised, they'll spend up to $1 million to put you back to where you were. They'll protect your credit cards, your social security numbers. We already talked about your credit. As a matter of fact, you're repairing your credit. That actually comes with the program, along with the cash flow manager. The cash flow manager comes with the program. Now, the cash flow manager allows you to keep up with the money coming in and keep up with the money going out. So at that touch of a button, you know where you stand financially. So now we have proof that we did take that business trip. We have proof that we did spend money on those supplies. It's in our cash flow manager. That comes with the program, but everything I'm showing you here is also a standalone product for people to get on your website and get paid. How about travel? We have travel. We also have what is called health and nutrition. Do y'all know someone that wants to stay healthy?
Oh, yeah.
See, what sense does it make that we fight to get wealthy and get sick? All right? You want to be healthy so you can enjoy what you work for. So we have health and nutrition products. We have coffee. Now, a lot of people say, hold up, you got coffee? Is this one of them things? No, it's not one of them things. But we found out that 57% of the population, guess what they drink?
Coffee.
Coffee. But ours is what is called a healthy coffee. When I say healthy, that means the products in that coffee, there are no chemicals. They have things like goji bean, African mango, ginseng. These are things that help people. Matter of fact, we have one of those coffees that actually helps people lose weight. All right, it's called Nuvia Trim. So if you like coffee that much and want to have your appetite suppressed so you don't eat as much, guess what? That's an excellent program. But because people drink it is why we have it as a business. It's $1 billion business. Now, one more thing that comes with the program is our cashback mall. Because we're going to show you how to pay an annual investment of $12.95. You get a mall that you get paid for everything that you buy off the mall. So folks, now if you want to shop online, you can even do your grocery shopping now. All these things that you currently spend money on, you can get paid for doing it, and then income shift that money into an investment or use it to eliminate your debt. We got Road Assured. If you break down on the highway, they'll come to your rescue. And matter of fact, this is just like 888, but it's a lot cheaper. We have credit monitoring. We have legal services. If you need to get your will done, your living will done, your power of attorney, all those things will be done through our legal services. So folks, we have a plethora of products and services on our platform so that you can get what you need and offer it to people too. See, these are things that people need. Would y'all agree?
Yes.
All right, so that's how that works. So the bottom line is, let's talk about compensation. Who likes to make money? Anybody here like to make money?
Yes.
All right, so look, this is how it works. You see, when you come on board, you are what is called a marketing director. The goal of a marketing director is becoming an EVP, Executive Vice President. And you can do that one of two ways. One, you can do what is called get CV, $200 a CV, which stands for commission value. That means those products and services that I just showed you, each of them have a commission value. So when people get them from your website, it starts to add up. When it hits $200, voila, EVP. That's one way. Or you can simply enroll 2 people to do what you're going to see how to do at the end of the presentation. Just get involved and get your own website. Now, once that's done, you get the opportunity to get promoted to what is called Executive Vice President. And at that level, folks, you're paid up to 100% off the CV value of a product that's purchased from your website. So if a product has a $2 CV value, guess what? You get the full $2. So if you got 100 people getting that product from you every month, guess what? That's an extra $200 a month coming in. And when your MDs, who are not EVPs yet, when they market a product, they're paid 15%. That's why you're paid 85%. So it would behoove you to get to what? EVP as quick as possible. But on their way to doing that, you are compensated. But notice what's happening here. You notice the reason that they have these 3 people on the side is because you are now leveraging yourself. You see, when you leverage yourself, you are no longer the only person making your money. How many of y'all think that's important? All right? See, a lot of people don't understand that they work for an employer and they're the only ones making their money, but the employer is making money off every employee in that building. See, for some reason it's okay for the employer to do that. Why isn't it okay for you to do that? Well, if you've never been taught that, then you just think it's something strange. See, while you're in your cubicle, your employer, they're probably at the country club playing golf at 12 o'clock. So we're going to show you how to leverage yourself. Not only that, you can now control your own income. Because here, every time you give someone an opportunity to be in business for themselves, guess what? You're paid $35. So let's say your goal was to put 2 people in business every week. Y'all think that's impossible to do? No, 2 people. That's your goal. If you were working a part-time job, I tell people you'd probably work 4 hours a day for 5 days a week. That's 20 hours. Well, if you put 20 hours in your own business, I'm sure you can find 2 people who want more out of life than being average and ordinary. What y'all think?
Yes.
Now, if your MDs, you teach them to do the same thing. So let's just say you have 2 MDs that want to get to EVP, and they each put 2 people in business that week. You know, the first week they come in, they find 2 people who want more out of life than being average and ordinary. Then guess what? You just made $170 that week. Now, if you did that every week, there's an extra $680 coming in. Who could use an extra $600 a month?
Oh, yes.
Okay? See, the point is, you're making money helping people what? Save money. And then when they get the education, not only are they going to save it, they're going to take it and invest it. Y'all do know there's a difference between saving money and investing money.
Oh, yes.
Okay? All right? So we'll explain that in one of our seminars. Now, there's something else that happens. As people continue to stay active in business, you're going to get paid what is called residual income. That means you're getting paid off of work that was done in the past. You're going to get paid off that each and every single month. So, it says right here that residual income is based on how many people are actively in business. So I'm going to show you the breakdown right here. When you hit 10 people in business that are active, your residual income goes up to $3 a person. That means you're making an extra $30. Who would send it back? Or would y'all keep it?
Keep it.
All right. Sometimes people act like $30 is not a problem. You probably got to work how many hours on the job to make $30? At least 3 or 4 hours. Okay. So here you just tell someone to go to your website, put in their credit card, and if their credit card goes through, guess what? You just got paid $35. So again, if they're active, folks, with 10 people, you start getting $3 a person. Now you get that up to 80 people. Okay, we call that position platinum. When you get up to platinum, 80 people, your income per person goes up to $5 a person. So that's now an extra $400 a month. Who could use extra $400 a month? Anybody?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all wouldn't send the check back. You did? All right, excellent. Y'all passed the common sense test. All right? Now, the next level, we get it up to 400 people. That's called infinity. All right? Now they're going to pay you $7 a person. Folks, that's an extra $2,800 a month. See, this is significant. That comes in each and every month for work you've done in the what? In the past. Does your job pay you for work you've done in the past?
No.
No, they pay you for work you do each and every day when you trade them time for some dollars. All right, so it makes sense that if I'm going to build something, why not build something that pays me continuously even in the future? That just makes too much sense to me. But you know, we got to teach people how this works. And then of course, as an infinity, you get it up to 1,000 folks. They put another dollar in there and get paid $8 a person. That's an extra $8,000 a month. Some of y'all might even think about leaving your job there.
Yes.
Okay? I'd have done mine right at the 10, but no, just playing. But y'all get my point. But the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, residual income will make you and I wealthy. Don't y'all agree?
Yes.
All right? So now, let's close it out with this. You can sign up today and you'll receive your own personalized website. So people say, well, what do I get? You get your own website. Now on that website, you're going to see that it has our world-class business system and our income shifting membership. So what comes with that? Let's do a brief recap. First of all, we said that you're going to get tax withholding training. Y'all think that's important to know how to get your money back, America? We're going to show you how to do that. And folks, what comes with the program is the Smart Money credit system, so that you can get your credit score up to 750 or higher, so that you can go back, refinance the car, refinance the house, go get new credit cards and get the lowest interest rates possible. I'm telling you, when you have good credit, you can shift some doggone money and things that benefit you. Then we're going to make sure you know how to use your cash flow manager. Comes with the program. And this helps you minimize your taxes so that you can keep up with everything that you're expecting to write off your taxable income, so that it's properly documented. Matter of fact, this is so simple to use, we teach people how to get their children to actually do it for them, and that's how you can justify paying them. How about debt elimination software? Wouldn't it be nice to know the day and time that you would actually be debt-free? In our software, we're going to show you how to identify what is called your debt freedom date, the date you'll be debt-free. So now you should be motivated to do what's necessary to get it taken care of. And last but not least, folks, investment education. This is what I'm excited about, because that's what our firm does. We set up IRAs for our associates. We set up their emergency funds. Somebody told me they didn't know that. Yeah, we do all of this. So when we educate our associates as they come in, it just makes sense that they do business with our firm. We're not educating people so they can go to Wells Fargo and American and all those other places, because they're not the ones teaching and educating you how money works. We are. So our associates do just that. And last but not least, folks, you get valuable tax benefits because you made a decision to be in business. So, in conclusion, you're probably saying, okay, he said everything except for what's the investment. Well, for those of us that's been in business before, I'm telling you right now, the amount of the investment is so minute, it's almost ridiculous. Most people don't believe it's true when I tell them how much it is to get involved. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you all tonight what it's all about, because, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in here should have no reason why they can't be in business. So let's put it out there. To get involved is a mere investment of $47.90. That's it, less than 50 bucks. You have a legitimate business. So what do y'all think about that?
What? Wow!
And 30 days later, guess what happens?
What happened?
guess what happens?
What happens?
You see, you
I'm
know,
going to sign up.
it's $34.95.
I'm going to sign up with you too.
Well, where y'all going?
Sign up.
Sign up.
Lord, I tell y'all, look, the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, you can be in business for less than $50, and guess what? Maintain it for $34.95, and that's like spending $1.17 a day. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm probably gonna go sign up again. So God bless y'all, and see you at the top. Let's go.